HarmonyOS 4.0 has been announced and launched at HTC 2023, Huawei's Developers Conference, and I have the new version here as the first public release version on my Mate 50 Pro, and I want to show you a short glimpse on what you can expect of HarmonyOS 4.0. So let's get started. So let's take a quick look at the first new feature, which is the animations and the Arc engine. The Arc engine is not only changing the animations and the speed of those. So if I start an application just like this, for example, you can see butterly smooth animations and so on. So very, very cool, but it's also optimizing memory and the internal space as a usage. Then we have some other nice little animations. As you can see here, the clock is like sliding in from the side, which is quite cool, and all the other animations are quite solid as well. Another new feature is Live View, which is kind of reminiscent of the Apple's island that they had, a dynamic island, which is called Live View here. And what we can do is like going into a timer, for example, and I can just simply start a timer. And you will see when I push it out that we get a new notification. It's basically like a notification and widget in one. So I can tap on it and it gets a bit bigger. I can pause or stop this timer. But what I can also do is like let it run and just swipe down, and you will see it will get bigger. Like this animation is very, very cool. It gets bigger there, and we have also the same possibilities here. And you can imagine that this could also work not only with timers, but also with food delivery services that have like maybe a little bit a bigger widget, which can tell you when the food will be delivered, which is quite nice indeed. So this is a nice new feature here that we have in HarmonyOS 4.0. Another big feature set has been added towards the theming, and this is a very, very cool one. I have now the night mode enabled, but of course it looks like and works like as well in the light mode. So we have new themes here. One of the new themes is the immersive weather theme, which will change your whole design based upon the current weather that you have. So if I apply the theme now, you will see that we have like dark already because it's dark outside right now and it's not raining right now. If I put it down like this on a floor or on a flat surface, when rain would fall, it will just keep falling here. You will get the animations of a rainfall. And the same goes when you look up, you will see the sky, like the clouds and other things. So depending on how you hold your phone, you will have a changing animation, which is quite good. And it's always reflecting the weather. A very nice addition to this theme. Let me go back to the themes here in settings. And we have some other themes as well, like the new emojis, which is quite cool because this one allows you to see emojis on the AOD, but also then on the device itself as a wallpaper. And you can personalize this. And we have some new emojis that Huawei included in HarmonyOS 4.0, and we can set the emojis that we want to have, hit apply, and it will apply it, as you can see, applying theme to what you have chosen as emojis, and the emojis will be like displayed on the screen. When you go out here on the AOD, you will see also on the always on display, it will show up those emojis. And when you unlock, they zoom in nicely. And what is working for emojis is also working fine for another custom theme, which is called Art Star. And here you also have the possibility to change this, go to personalize, and you can change the background because it's automatically detecting what is the subject here of this. And you can just hit edit here. You can change, you can see how it will look like. You can change the background to whatever I like here. I have gradient colors or icon colors even that I can change. And I can also set my own image from my gallery, and it will automatically create a cutout for me with my personal avatar or something like this. I did this already here, and you can see I have a few themes here. I can just go here and apply this one, and you will see that this will work, of course, with your image as well. The same way it will cut you out of this. You can choose your own background, and this will then look like this, the animation. Very smooth, very cool indeed in this new HarmonyOS 4.0 beta version. Of course, there are many other themes here available, and you can see that I think the delighting is the one that is new here for HarmonyOS 4.0, but it doesn't have any fancy effects here. In this case, it's just like this bluish kind of background that we have. So just so that you saw it, this is probably the one that will be the default on HarmonyOS 4.0, maybe with a little bit of more effects there. When the Mate 60 Pro comes out, they probably will have a new one as well, maybe based on this one here. The next new thing under HarmonyOS 4.0 is the notification tray. So if I swipe down of the notifications, you can first see this new cool effect. Look like the time there is just swiping down here into the notification shade, and you will see that the notifications look a little bit different here. I only have those here right now, but you can see that the arrow, the down arrow, is slightly different here. It's not on the top anymore, it's on the bottom. So if I swipe down on this notification or just tap in here, you can see we have the nice animation, or we have like this animation. It is expanding, which is nice. I think they should fix that when I swipe down on the notification, that we don't have this pulley effect directly there. So this is maybe still a bug. But anyway, we have this new notification. It's not only the arrow that changed here, but also if you get more notifications, they're grouped together, and the most important notifications, just like important SMS or chat notifications, are mostly then positioned on the top of the notification shade and not at the bottom, which is quite interesting. So we have like kind of a priority notification shade or notification panel here, which is quite interesting, and yeah, very good, I would say. Security and privacy is one big topic in HarmonyOS 4.0. One of the cool new features is the possibility to isolate applications. So if I go to security and go to App Security Center, I have now this app here, Identity V, which is like a game like a Dead by Daylight clone, I think, from China, which allows me to isolate this application. So I can protect certain data like contacts, messaging, call logs, and calendar entries, where it will tell this application, okay, you have access to them, but actually it's just an empty copy, an empty shell of those device or those datas that it can access, which is quite interesting. We have blocked permissions for certain things that we can check here. We can restore the normal behavior for this app or uninstall the app, which is quite interesting, especially when you want to try out some applications where you're not sure about how good they are protected or if they are really secure, especially in Huawei devices where you don't have the Google Play Store, only rely on the Huawei App Gallery. But if you want to sometime install something from a third party, you have the possibility to just check it and put it into this app isolation, which is quite good. And there it doesn't have any access to your personal data, so you can try out the app, which is quite interesting. So security is one big thing of HarmonyOS 4.0, not only with the Security Center but also with the Privacy Center, where you can see a full list of all the applications that have access for the location, camera, microphone, data, contacts, and so on. And you can see even the full history of applications that had access to this one, which is quite interesting. Yes, I know it was already there with HarmonyOS 3.1 or 3.0, but with 4.0 it is even better. Another feature that I want to show you that has been improved quite tremendously in contrast to the predecessor is the Super Hub feature. So it is already available for HarmonyOS 3.0. This is why I have my Huawei MatePad 11 here and my Mate 50 Pro with HarmonyOS 4.0. So it is interchangeable between the 4.0 and 3.0 version, but it has been improved a lot in terms of speed and app support tremendously. So Super Hub, how does it work? I can press and hold on one of those images and put it here to the side, drag here, it says on the side, there you can see it maybe, drag here. And when I drag it on top, it is now put into a so-called Super Hub. So if I go into another application, for example, I can always get this pane back and just drop it into another application, which is quite interesting because I can also drop it, for example, in files. If I want to copy a file over to another device, for example, my drive here, for example, that I have, which is like my cloud drive in Huawei, I can just drag and drop it here, and it will be uploaded automatically now to the cloud, which is quite nice. Or if I'm a video editor, image editing application, I can drop it onto it. Depends, of course, on the application. But one cool feature here in the new hub is, of course, I can open it up, Super Hub, and I have the possibility to just go and say select. I can select this, and then here I have the hop button. If I tap on the hop button, I can choose another device where I can hop this file onto, just like the Huawei MatePad 11 here that I have running. And if everything is working now, you can see, yes, my Super Hub is turning on here, and actually should have worked. Let me do it again. Hopping currently in progress, it says. So my Super Hub is still open here on the MatePad 11 and has something inside already that I can copy if I want to. It says hopping still available, so of course it is not working when I want to demonstrate it to you. Hopping failed, it said. So let's try again. So let's hop it to the MatePad 11. And now it's there. Now you can see, so that was like the typical effect if you want to demonstrate something. By the way, HarmonyOS 4.0 is still in beta. So here we have now the video that I dropped. By the way, this is a 1-minute video. If you want to have like a very compact summary of the new features of HarmonyOS 4.0, you can have it and take a look at my YouTube Shorts or TikTok videos, where I also present you HarmonyOS 4.0 changes. So this is the Super Hub panel, which I really like, because this can not only hop over video files, but also clipboard entries, pictures, music files, every file that you can think of, which is a very nice addition, especially when you're on a website, for example. Let me go here onto another website, like, for example, I don't know, Huawei.com, for example. And we want to copy over something like what's new here, and yeah, Huawei MatePad 11.5. Oh, interesting device. And yeah, I can just say a view image or copy the text or something like this. Do we have text here that I can mark? Yeah, text that we can mark, and I can drag this text also to the Super Hub and agree. Of course, then I have this text here on the Super Hub. As you can see here, actually 3 things here that I can also hop over to another device, which is quite interesting. I can open it up even, and can I do something with this? I can select and paste it again, which is quite nice if you're working with stuff, especially not only on your phone, but you want to hop it over to a bigger screen to work with. What I really like to do with the Super Hub feature is, for example, go to a website just like GSM Arena and copy on specifications of devices, for example, like the camera specifications, and then hop them over to my tablet where I'm editing my videos with, or my Mate X3 where I'm editing my videos with, and then I can just paste them directly into the video editor, which is a quite nice feature. What do you think about the Super Hub feature here? Another big thing for Huawei's HarmonyOS 4.0 is the Huawei Assistant Celia, especially the AI voice assistant that got like improved with ChatGPT-like functionalities, like AI large language model that they use here as well. Sadly, it doesn't seem to be in this beta version yet. At least we tried it out with some Chinese native speakers, and it's a little bit like a search engine, so bad still. So I can try it out just for purpose here of demonstrating to you how this works. It is very good in detecting English language, but then only translates it to Chinese. What is already inside of the Huawei Assistant Celia is the continuous talk. So if you asked it something before, you can context-wise just talk about this and it will still answer you. But I think it has still some ways to go here, and especially for the Western market, for the global market, English-speaking market, or another language-speaking market, I think it needs a lot of optimizations. I think it's just a Chinese-speaking thing right now, and will be optimized probably only for China. Another big thing, of course, is the new camera application. I already showed you HarmonyOS 3.0 something that got 3.10 that got the update on the Mate X3 with the new camera UI, and also Emotion UI 13.1 had this update. And now here, of course, we have the new UI. So I have this zoom slider here that you can see, but also the possibility when I record video, I have the zoom buttons here to directly jump into the zoom with this nice slider here. Instead of a slider, you have zoom buttons, which is quite nice. So yeah, I like this possibility a lot, as well with the quick toggles and the possibility to just swipe up to have like most of your quick settings like frame rate, resolution changes directly in here, steady shot that I can turn on, which is quite nice because I don't have to reach then to the top there to change stuff. I can just swipe up here and have the possibility to change the frame rate to 60 frames per second if I want to. So very nice UI changes. And yeah, I will shortly demonstrate you also in a quick video how it will look like. So let's switch to it. So this is now recording indoors with the Huawei Mate 50 Pro with HarmonyOS 4.0. I don't think anything has improved much here in terms of the stabilization or camera quality. This is front-facing camera. I can zoom in and it's just simply zooming in, zooming out. Getting completely wide here. You can see I'm holding it with two hands because it's a bit large to hold it with one hand to reach the zoom buttons, because I have my wireless mic plugged in there, as you can see there. Otherwise, yeah, I think the quality here of this is quite good. I will do a dedicated video and photo comparison, or not comparison, photo test with the Mate 50 Pro to see if anything big has changed there and if I have to tweak it a little bit according to my camera results and my own camera marking system. And then there are the small things that got a little bit tweaked and changed here and there. Like for example, the new music player widget, actually a little bit improved music player widget, which shows now the complete artwork here of the music that is playing. And you have the volume control here, as well as the possibility to jump in the track, which is quite interesting. I think that's something that some people who were playing with Spotify wished to have this. So you can see there's a Spotify icon there, so it's detecting Spotify as well. And if you play back stuff, you can see you have nice animations there, and you can directly jump into the music player if you want to, and you can change the volume here. And the cool thing about this one is now if I slide here with my finger, you can change. We have a new volume slider here, which is quite nice as well. The new design, probably this will change as well in a new version maybe, and gets a little bit tweaked there. Yeah, but this is working fine as well. So those are little things that have been changed, but glad that they improved such things. I can also like such things here. I have Spotify, where I also have the same kind of controls here. As you can see here, I was listening to some podcast here last time with it. This is why it's like playing this back here. It's also starting directly there in the background, and I can also swipe around in the podcast here. I can change the controls. I don't think I can like here because I don't have a Spotify premium account, but yeah, this is working nicely, and the media controller here is yeah, greatly improved, I would say. One important question that people will definitely ask me is how you will get HarmonyOS 4.0. So if you have a Chinese device, like I have my P50 Pro here, which is supported, so a supported device, and then we come to the supported devices. There are quite a few supported devices. So first of all, you have to have one of the supported devices. So P60 series, P50 series, including the P50 Pocket, Mate X3 series, Mate 50, Mate 40, 40 Pro series, Mate X2, Mate XS2, Nova 11, and the MatePad Pro 11 and 12 are supported currently with this beta version. But tons and tons of more will get the beta version here as well. You can see a short list of all the various devices that will get it, and probably even more. So I think 30 something devices will get it, so no issues there at all. How to get it? P50 Pro I have here. You just go to your My Huawei app. You will be greeted. This is a Chinese model, of course. My Huawei app in Chinese. You will be greeted with this one here. Now you can see the upgrade button. Just tap on it. It will directly redirect you to the upgrade website of HarmonyOS 4.0, as you can see there. And there you will tap on this blue button, And here you can see a list of devices that are supported currently with this first beta, and then devices that will get it later, like the Mate XS, Mate 30, P40, Nova 10, up to Nova down to Nova 9 SE series, and some other Honor devices as well, I think. So yeah, let's check it out. You press on the blue button there, and then it will go, I will just hide it for a sec because it will go to a site where it's also listing my devices, and I can show it to you like this maybe. So there it is listing my P60 Pro as well, and with the IDs and so on, and my Mate 50 Pro as well there. And yeah, the only thing I do is I just say here OK, and then I have this blue button there that I can press, and then it says okay, you're participating in the HarmonyOS 4.0 beta, and then it starts searching for the beta, and then usually it should be able to find it. Now it's finding another version that it has to download first, 3.0.310. I say okay, download this first, and then usually it will find 4.0, and what is the version number? I forgot already. But it will find this new version, and I can show it to you maybe here, the version number. You go to updates here, 4.0.108. It will find this version number, and then you'll be able to upgrade to HarmonyOS 4.0. So that's it, basically everything for the HarmonyOS 4.0. Currently the beta version that is out there, all the news, all the stuff. I hope I didn't forget anything very important here. If you have some questions, you can ask them down in the comments. You can also ask down in the comments, or tell me in the comments what important thing I forgot about HarmonyOS 4.0. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, share and subscribe, and until the next time, bye.